Okay, now we are going to start with the second sum. We're going to start with the second sum. Here, the following data is obtained from the books a company for the half year ended 30th September 2014. Prepare overhead distribution summary. They are given the overhead distribution summary, and they have also asked to do the apportionment to apportion the expenses of X in the ratio 4:3:3 and Y in the apportionment of direct wages to the department A, B and C. So if they have given in this form, and if they have asked us to prepare a overhead distribution summary, we have to prepare two distribution summary. One is a primary distribution summary, and because of this transactions or this adjustment, you have to prepare a secondary distribution overhead distribution summary. Fine. Now I'm going to just explain you with regarding to this particular transactions how this works. Now here sum 2, store overhead, where it goes to direct material as it is relating to the materials. Next one is motive power, it is connected with electricity. Next one is electrical lighting. What is the meaning of lighting? Electrical lighting, when you see under this the point is number of lighting points. Next one is labor welfare. It is connected with the employees. So what is the items here? It is given as number of employees. Next one is depreciation. On which you are going to do the depreciation? We are going to do the depreciation on asset value. We are going to do the depreciation on asset value. Next one is repair and maintenance. On what we are going to do the repair? Here we are going to do the repair on an asset. Yes. Next one, general overheads. This is standard one. General overheads, it comes under direct wages. Next one is rent and taxes. On which you are going to calculate? We are going to calculate on the area occupied, square yards area occupied. So if this one, when you're doing this kind of sums, if this should be perfectly correct. If this you go wrong, then your entire sum goes wrong. This is the base of the sum whenever you're going to do with the illustration 2, or it may be with regarding to unit 2, that is on overheads. On the overheads chapter, when you're going to do this kind of sums, it may be very difficult for you people to understand, but make sure that at least you understand the base, how on stores, on what are you going to calculate, motive power, on what are you going to calculate, then rent and taxes, on which you're going to take and calculate. Fine. Now primary overhead distribution summary. Here one more thing I would like to add is this chapter is completely involved. Only we are going to take into consideration the overheads or indirect expenses. We are not touching on direct expenses in the organization. Okay, whenever organization is dealing with indirect expenses or overhead transactions, the company is going to focus only on the overheads. As overheads, it is called as indirect. Okay, overhead is also called as indirect expenses or direct and indirect. So overhead is connected with the indirect part. So here if they would have given direct materials and direct wages, so what are we going to do is we are not going to take into consideration with regarding to the production unit, because whenever you're going to manufacture a product, you're going to take into consideration the expenses. What is the expenses? So when unit A, unit B and unit C, all these three units are manufacturing a product. Whenever they're manufacturing a product, we have an expenses. We're not going to take into consideration the expenses of this as it is connected with the direct wages, as this is completely mentioned as a direct wages. So we are not going to take into consideration the production department of A, B and C, but we are going to take into consideration the service department, because service department, it is important for the organization. Yes, only as it is overheads, we are going to take into consideration, okay, when you see the cost sheet, you're manufacturing a product, so you're going to see estimate, okay, to manufacture a particular product, what would be the total cost? To manufacture a particular product, what would be the total cost? You're going to find. Yes, the same way here also we're going to take into consideration not the production part, but we are going to take into consideration only the service department, that is a service X and Y to take into consideration when there is any transaction or any kind of direct wages, direct materials, anything if they would have given. We should not write production department details in that, but only the service department. Okay, just go ahead with the sum. let's just go ahead with the sum. Now first and the foremost, it is direct materials. As I have told, it is given direct materials we are not going to take into consideration, as we are not dealing with the direct materials here. We are dealing only with the indirect materials and indirect wages. As I have told you, indirect wages may be supervisors, or it may be a guard. And direct materials, indirect materials, it may be lubricating oil, or it may be any other items which is connected. So we're not connecting with direct material and direct wages, but you are focusing only on the service department part here. Okay, fine. I hope you people understood on this concept, because this is little important, and when you're doing this sum, this is more of an important concept to remember. Now, as what is when you're writing direct wages, how much is x? So direct wages, how much it is x and y? It is 1000 and 1000. Yes, I have written. So the total expenses on direct wages, it is 2000 for me, because I'm dealing only with the service department. I'm not taking into consideration what will be the total cost of direct materials with regarding to the production department. Direct wages, what will be the total cost? I'm not dealing with that. I'm dealing only with the service department. So direct wages, it is 1000 and 1000, 2000. Next one is direct materials, it is 1500 and 2000. So 1500 is x, service department, 1000 it is y, service department, so it is 2500. Now from here on, we are going to take into consideration all the indirect expenses which has the apportionment which you are going to calculate here. Yes. Now next first one is stored overhead. As I have already told, stored overhead, it is connected with the direct materials stored overhead. So here it is 3000, 2500, 2000, 1500, 1000. So under which it goes. So when you are going to calculate, when you are going to cancel, we can cancel only two zeros. 0, 2 zeros. Here you will be having 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It will go under table 5. Yes. Fine. So when I get the calculation, I'll get 6:5:4:3:2. So I get the total amount of this ratio as 20. Fine. Now how much is the stored overheads given? It is 400. 400 into 6 divided by 20. How much I get? 120. 400 into 5 divided by 20, I get 100. Okay, so I hope you understood this concept. Next one is motive power. Motive power, here it is 1500. Motive power, the total cost of the motive power is 1500, which are going to apportion in the different units of the department in the organization. So when I tell with regard to motive power, it is connected with the electricity. So it is 8000, 6000, 6000, 2000, 3000. Okay, so here I cannot take into calculation any of this, because all this 8000, 6000, 6000, 2000 get calculated under one table, but 3 will not get calculated. So what are we going to do is, we are going to calculate, or we are going to deduct all the zeros and take the same amount here, take the same values here. 8:6:6:2:3. Fine. So when I take, it is 25. So 1500 into 1500 into 8 divided by 25. So I get 480. Again 1500 into 6 divided by 25, I get 360. Next one is electricity. As electric lighting. Electric lighting is connected with number of lighting. So number of lighting, how much is it? It is 10, 15,